Welcome back to the channel. So today it's a request of sorts. We were chatting in the comments and there's somebody that was saying that they had a little bit of an issue with lower back pain, and that is so common and there are so many reasons for it. And you know what I'm going to say? Get a diagnosis, because you don't know what's causing it and you don't want to make it worse. But again, we knew that. We were chatting in the comments and we know that you cannot just say, oh, you've got lower back pain, this will fix it. But there are some things you can do if you know what's causing it. You're pretty sure it's muscular. It's not something to do with the spine. It's not a disc issue. It's not an illness that's maybe giving you the pain, but it's actually coming from somewhere else. So always make sure you know it's not an injury that needs to be healed or repaired. It's not something that requires physio. It's not something, again, that needs medical attention. But there are a lot of things you can do for lower back pain. So the first thing is to obviously massage the area. Now, some people benefit from heat, some people prefer something cooler. Everyone's different. Again, it depends what's causing the pain, but we can do a lot to help with inflammation, which is one of the reasons why you can get lower back pain. Another interesting thing is that lower back pain can often be a symptom of something else, but once you know what that other thing is, you can actually work on the lower back pain and you can help yourself that way. So even though it might not be coming from the lower back, you can actually be getting signals that are being sent to the brain that are giving you lower back pain, but it's not actually coming from that area. Some people call that referral pain. So I'm going to show you some very simple things that you can do for lower back pain that are really easy. Sometimes you can do it yourself if you're just working and you're a wee bit flexible, or you've got some sort of massage equipment that can help you, you can do that. Or if you've got someone nice that can help you, then you can easily work on it that way too. So all you need really is a massage oil or lotion, or a body lotion or an oil. You can even use something from the kitchen like olive oil. Just don't be using your cooking oils, because that's not very nice and you won't appreciate that. You won't be getting the best from it. And nobody wants to put crisp and dry on their back either, do they? So something natural like an olive oil, a massage oil, you'll know yourself, or again, a body lotion. So we'll pop some on and I'll talk you through some very simple ways that you can ease lower back pain. So I've got some massage oil. Well, it's actually a massage cream, and I'm just applying it lightly. And we always avoid the spine. And if you can't see the spine, feel for the spine. You can actually feel for it. And you're just going to make sure you're avoiding it, because it's never a good idea to work on the spine, because you can actually make things worse and cause irritation. So avoid that spine. But if we're only working on the lower back, then one of the easiest things you can do is feel for each side of the spine, and then just take the heels of your hands and just stretch. So easy, but what you can do is you can stretch, really moving into the glutes, and then you can just keep moving up and stretching, and the main power and the main pressure is coming from the heels of the hands, and you're stretching, and it is a sort of effleurage. So what we can also do, we can start off with that initial stretch and just ask the person how it feels. Does that stretch feel good? Is it sore? Is it helping? Does it feel like it's a relief? If it hurts to touch, I wouldn't bother. Because if something hurts to touch, that means that the nerve endings are irritated. And what we don't want to do is be touching someone and they're saying, now it's a difference massaging somebody and them saying it's a pain that feels like it's relieving. That's very different from touching someone and them actually saying it hurts to the touch. That's when I think it's beyond you, and you should get a medical diagnosis and also possibly some physio. Remember, when you are massaging the lower back, it's quite interesting how it can help to distract from the pain, because you're almost like distracting from the pain signal that's going to the brain, and because you're distracting and your body's then focused on this massage and the soothing of the nerve endings and the boosting of the circulation and the warming of the muscles, these are all working together to dull that pain. It's like a distraction technique. So what's happening is you're almost like scrambling the message to the brain, so the pain feels as if it's dulling down. Some people say when they get a massage, they actually get pain relief throughout the massage, but then what can happen is that the pain can return after the massage, but during that process, the messages got scrambled and the pain disappeared, so that can be quite effective. Also, when you're warming the muscles, you're loosening the tension and tightness, which can also in turn actually help to ease the pain. As you'll know, when you get that redness, that erythema, that's a boost to the circulation, which again brings warmth, which loosens muscles, which can help to ease the pain. And then also you get the benefits of all the nutrients and everything that's helping in that area, all the stuff that's then going on within that zone that you're working on, which again can help when you mix it all together to ease the pain. If someone's got a lot of lactic acid in an area too, you're boosting the lymph. What's that going to do? Help to remove that, help to ease the pain. So they're all working together to do that. So all we're doing at this moment is just stretching, and you can work on that lower back, but you've got quite an area to work on. So you can just keep doing that. And the stretch is really slow. And this is stretching, it could be argued as an effleurage, in the sense that we're warming up those tissues. But you know that we can do some good old-fashioned effleurage too. And if you're in any doubt, if the person that's helping you really doesn't know what they're doing and they're not confident and they say, I really don't know what to do, I feel like I don't have a clue how to massage, then just get them to effleurage the area. Just say to them, look, avoid the spine, and they can just do this. How simple is this? That's going to have a benefit. That's going to warm everything up. It's going to do what we were saying. And there are other treatments beyond this which can help. So look, that's all we're doing just now. Someone could do this for you for 10 minutes. If you don't have an issue with it, if you can tolerate it, if they don't mind, they could literally just do this. But if you wanted to go to somebody to help and dig a little bit deeper, you could get physiotherapy. They might use the laser, which can actually help to, again, affect the muscles in a positive way, which can reduce inflammation. I believe with the laser, I'm by no means an expert on it. I think it's working on the cell activity and helping to heal the cells and take down cell inflammation, and that in turn, when you decrease inflammation, quite often with that you see an improvement and the pain should decrease. And the laser might also have some heat therapy involved, and that might be a separate thing. I'm sure there'll be people that have had it done or someone that actually performs it that can let me know. Acupuncture, acupressure. Again, you can use different bits of equipment. There are so many things that you can do to help ease that area. But yeah, you could just effleurage this area and do nothing more than that and just warm it right up. You've also got bands in this area. So what we can do is knuckle. So again, feel for the spine and just use those knuckles. And all you're doing is just separating out the knuckles and you're just working on that area. A little bit of pressure. You're not pushing right down, but you're also not too light, because if someone's got pain there, if you're too light and it feels like you're tickling them, that can actually irritate the nerve endings and make it feel worse. And you don't want to make anything feel worse. So ask them about the pressure. Say to them, does that pressure feel good? And they might actually say to you, that's perfect, I can feel it loosening it off. Or they might say a little bit deeper if you've got the ability to go a bit deeper. Depending on somebody's physique, sometimes they want a deeper massage than you can provide because you've only got so much strength in your hands and your wrists and your arms. So sometimes you have to say, I cannot go any harder with the pressure than I'm capable of at the moment, and that's where everybody's different. So sometimes if somebody's had a massage and they say it was rubbish, there wasn't enough pressure, that might not be the person giving you a poor massage. It might be that you're not a good fit. You might need a deeper massage than they can physically provide. But then you'll get the flip side where someone might actually be pushing too hard with the pressure because they might have worked with clients previously who wanted a deep pressure. You don't, but they've got it locked in that everybody wants a heavy pressure. So sometimes someone will say that massage was just sore and it was uncomfortable and they were actually too heavy-handed. And again, it's not that they were not good at what they do. There was maybe just a communication breakdown, or you're not the right fit for each other. So just like hairdressers, just like your favourite restaurants, all these different places, you need to find the right fit with the massage. But if it's someone that's doing you a favour, family member, partner, friend, anyone like that, hopefully you can have an open line of communication and you can say to them, that hurts, or a wee bit deeper, or that's perfect. And you can be more honest because you're not concerned about offending someone, hurting their feelings, or sometimes it is intimidation. Some massage therapists can be blooming scary. Others can feel like they're dialing it in and they're not paying attention. But hopefully for the most part, your massage therapist is brilliant, you get on fabulously, and you had a great experience. But like every job, sometimes you don't quite get what you were looking for, and it's nobody's fault. But hopefully, when you're doing this to the lower back to kind of ease that pain and that tension, hopefully just doing these movements will help to get a good result, especially because you're soothing those nerve endings and you're sending that message to the brain. You are distracting. I know for me personally, if I've got a sore head, just the process of massaging the temples or the neck gives me temporary relief. So for me, I really do know that it works, and I hope for you it works too. So finally, some people, now we've only been working on the lower back, but if you want to, if you feel confident, do the full back. Now, again, you want to work to lymph nodes just to make sure that once you're finished, you're actually helping to remove any waste product, basically. I say the word toxins. People hate the word toxins. Not everyone, but the people that don't like the word toxins like to let you know. But like ear candling, they like to let you know. So you can move down, or you can move to the underarms, or you can move to the neck, whatever suits. But the final tip I've got, when you're working in the lower back to release it, you can use the thumbs, and again, avoid the spine. Use your fingers as anchor points, and you're following the idea with the knuckles, but you're really honing in, and you're just working in little circles. And again, just work in lines, work in bands to where you feel is enough for this lower back, because again, we're only focusing on the lower back today. But what you can ask the person to do, which we're all guilty of, is to breathe nice and slowly, nice and deeply, and to really try and get their breathing working with you. Now, if they want to nod off and fall asleep, obviously that's fine, because they want some relief. And remember, after I do these thumb circles, I'm moving up each time, and then I'm sort of stretching out to the sides of the hips. But with the breathing, ideally in through the nose, out through the nose, nice and deep, or in through the nose, out through the mouth. Some people cannot nose breathe for various reasons. Maybe they're congested, might be other issues medically going on. If they need to breathe in and out the mouth, just try and get it nice and deep and steady and slow. And what that can really do is help with pain management, because when they're breathing correctly, they're actually helping with their oxygen, they're helping with what's coming into the bloodstream. You're then helping when you're massaging and the circuit is actually working optimally. Also, when they're breathing correctly, that can actually help with the nerve endings, because they're breathing, therefore they're relaxing. If they are relaxing, their muscles are relaxing. That means if the muscles are relaxing, there's a good chance that those nerve endings will be soothed rather than stimulated. It all works in one big cycle, and the end result, when you help with a massage, is that the pain can actually go down. Now, you can't guarantee that, and what I would also say is this isn't a quick fix. You won't have a sore back and then you do this and then it's gone for good. If you're lucky, if it was maybe just something that needed a little loosen, then fabulous. But for the most part, it's something that can be helped with the massage. You might get relief at that time. the relief might stay for an hour or two. But then if there is an issue that's ongoing, then when you do this in accordance with anything else you've been told to do by your GP, doctor, physio, then these can all work together, and hopefully it should be weeks and not months, but it can be months that you start to see a result. So ideally that's what you're looking for. If it's something ongoing, then maybe you can add this into your routine. But ideally, you're wanting to do all of this just to help, basically to do everything that you know that can assist you and can aid you. And remember, you've also got things like TENS machines, but as we said, you can get massage guns, you can use all sorts of massage equipment. They don't even need to be electrical. I think it's the back buddy. I really like the back buddy. I've got one. All these different things that you can use. But that's just something that I hope is helpful to tackle lower back pain. But remember, it's not always the lower back that it's coming from. And sometimes massaging that lower back when it's actually another area that's giving you issues could be enough just to relax you and help to improve those pain levels. So lots you can do, and I'd love to know what you do. Is there anything that you swear by? Is it acupuncture? Do you go to the physio? Do you get laser therapy? Do you have any products that you use like Tiger Balm, things like that? I'd love to know. But thank you again to the person I was chatting with in the comments for your inspiration for the video. I hope it's useful. Have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.